I have once again received a battery that is not properly shipped. I've made this video a couple times. I did just want to do a very concise one hopefully here, so I'm going to skip a lot of the stuff I've talked about before. This is a 2.1 kilowatt hour battery I've received. That's 2100 watt hours. In the United States, when you're sending any battery over 300 watt hours, that's 3480, so it's just sent by itself. It has to be sent as Class 9 hazardous material. This is not that. Having this sticker there is not correct. It does identify if it was under 300 watt hours under a limited quantity exception. This does not meet that. This label is also fine, but it's not compliant with Class 9. I've of course blocked out the shipping label here. There are no other labels on this box. It's just those two labels. There's nothing else here. I wanted to show you how to properly label this. So the first thing you need is a 4" by 4" UN3480 Class 9 hazardous cargo label. And I'm having a hard time getting it off there. This label must be attached in two locations. First, it must be on the same side of the box as the shipping label. And second, it needs to be on any of the sides of the box. So you do need it twice. And it does need to be in its diamond configuration like that. Second, you need the hazardous materials shipping stuff. This is just the envelope that FedEx gives you. This would go somewhere convenient on the box. You can't cover the 3480. Typically, you're going to want it on the correct side. But you can put it, somewhere else. It would be valid to put it here. But you can't cover the 3480 label in any way. The label cannot be covered. So probably we should have put that a little bit to the right there. And you also need the properly filled out Class 9 hazardous tag. This is not filled out. That needs to be on there as well. And then really that should be on the top. That should be on the same side as the label. So we'll do that. Put this here. This label again is not correct. You do not need it with a battery over 300 watt hours. So we could put this properly filled out label instead. And you're also going to have, this will all be filled out. And so you can put that in. One of these you keep. Shipper copy, there you go. So you keep the top there. The rest of these go in here, filled out. And there will also be a manifest printout that prints out with your shipment. Goodness. So you will also have a manifest printout, and it prints out, and you have to include that with the shipment. It's not attached or anything. The actual person who picks that up will take that manifest, and that will be all of your packages. If you ship one package or 100 packages on the same day, you'll have a manifest with 1 or 100 items on it. So that is how you properly ship UN3480 Class 9 hazardous material. That's any lithium battery shipped by itself that's over 300 watt hours. You cannot use the limited quantity exception. So that's properly labeled. Again, it's not how I received it. I'm not calling out the shipper because I don't care. I don't want to tattle on anyone. I just want to show you how you legally do this. So second of all, this battery is not properly packaged. So one thing you have to do with the Class 9 hazardous is you need the printout basically on here, which is the UN hazard class number. If you haven't seen that in the box, I don't have it here. But that'll be a printout when your box is approved. So you can't, you can buy an approved box from Uline and it will have the correct stuff on it. This is not an approved container for Class 9, and nor would it even pass. You can, of course, get your own stuff approved if you have your own shipping solution. Here's how this was shipped. So this battery, again, is 2.1 kilowatt hours, has no padding whatsoever to the outside, on that side, this side, or the bottom. And this particular module, the bottom is literally raw cells. So it's only, I've already opened this up. You can see how this was shipped here. It's only by chance that the directly exposed cells here were not damaged in transit. if this box had been set on any corner, it would have punctured. This is literally just, that's the cell right there. So this is not properly packaged. You do need a properly packaged box, in addition to all the labeling that I showed. Again, I'm not calling out a shipper. You know, there was some attempt made. However, it was not compliant what was on there before. This sticker is fine. You can leave it on there. The other 3480 we took off was not. You need the one that's class 9. So anyway, yeah, that's it. One thing you will find if you try to ship lithium class 9, it is a gigantic headache. So you have to be an approved shipper. So you actually have to take a course and get an approval. I have that for UPS, FedEx, etc. I basically don't ship class 9. It is prohibitively expensive. For one, you can't drop these off at like your local FedEx drop off or whatever. You can't drop them off at CVS, UPS pickup. They will not take it there. You actually have to pay to have someone pick it up, because every driver in the chain of custody here has to be hazmat approved. And you know, the person at FedEx office or whatever is not going to be hazmat approved, or probably is not going to be hazmat approved. So they have to come pick it up. It's very, very expensive. Shipping this module properly, class 9 like this, and this box is a 26-pound module. If this were properly boxed, it'd probably weigh 35 pounds. It would probably be in 2 boxes with foam or whatever. And it would cost $150, maybe $175 to ship one module. And you actually can't ship, I think the limit is 1 on this, because there is a weight limit. I forget what it is. It's either 30 or 50 pounds, and this module weighs 26. So 52 pounds is certainly above the limit, and 26 was not. I don't remember specifically. I tried to ship a lot of these, and it was, again, it wasn't worth the effort. So that is how you properly ship lithium modules that are over 300 watt hours. Now, there are other ways to do that. The UN3480 is for lithium batteries shipped with equipment. And for that, you don't have the same limitations. However, the powers that be have ruled that, you know, if you're trying to get around the shipping limitations by going 3481 instead of 3480, and you're shipping like a big battery like this, specifically in their case, there was a company that was trying to ship, you know, the lithium booster packs for your car. And so they were saying, well, that's shipping with, what were they saying? That's shipping with an accessory electronic component or whatever, so it should be UN3481. What I'm talking about is something like this, for example. This battery's not large enough. It's not more than 300 watt hours. It's probably, yeah, this is 37 watt hours. So this one would be able to ship limited quantity as this box was originally labeled, would have been fine. It would have needed a limited quantity sticker, but otherwise you don't have to have, like, they don't have to come pick it up. It's not hazardous material. So anyway, the company was trying to ship a battery like this that's for jumping your car that was larger than 300 watt hours. And they were trying to claim that that was shipped with accessory components. And there's basically a ruling now that basically says lithium power banks like this, that basically they're essentially a lithium battery. It doesn't matter if you attach a little piece of electronic equipment to it. It's still UN3480. So anyway, that's how you properly ship these. It's very fortunate that this incorrectly shipped module was not damaged, because this is the equivalent of, you know, probably 7 or 8 sticks of dynamite. Energy-wise, of course, it wouldn't be released as rapidly, but boy, you let this thing catch on fire because you damaged it, it's gonna burn. It's gonna burn a lot. So this thing is almost 7 times above the legal limit for limited quantity or whatever. So anyway, that's my rant. I know I posted versions of this video several times before. It is amazing the number of lithium battery resellers out there who do not follow the rules, and they don't follow the rules because it's very expensive and it's a chore, it's a headache. I got fed up with it very, very quickly. So even though I will be this quarter probably doing 500 kilowatt hours of lithium module delivery, my customers just pick them up for me. It's not worth the effort for me to ship it. It is such a headache. It is a gigantic headache. So even though it costs me only, you know, $800 to ship 4 or 5 of these, I charge my customers $1,000 if they want it shipped, and it is still not worth my time to do that. That's kind of a courtesy $1,000 of Anyway, I would rather people just pick it up, which is what I tend for. And in my particular market segment, $1,000 is prohibitively expensive for most of my customers, and so most of them just come pick it up. Anyway, that's all for today. Please consider properly shipping your packaging so that we don't burn airplanes down. You know, in this one, it would be forbidden in aircraft, but you know, if you didn't label it at all, you drop this module in there. I've definitely received modules with no labeling whatsoever that went air, that were packaged even more poorly than this one is. All right, I'm done. Thanks for watching.